Good morning, class 10. Welcome all of you in this special period of mathematics. Quadric equation is the chapter. I have already started this chapter, quadratic equation, and I have explained what are quadratic equations and how many methods to solve quadratic equation. You might have learned factorization method, quadratic formula method, and completing a square. Today, two things I would like to explain: derivation of quadratic formula, and second, you will learn nature of roots. My dear students, this is the quadratic equation x is equal to minus b plus minus root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. And this is the general form: ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now you see, if I ask you, how will you find the quadratic formula? This formula you have to remember. But now I explain you how will you derive this. Or simply, if I ask you, solve this equation where x is the variable and a, b and c are real numbers, and also a is not equal to 0. So how will you find the solution of this equation, or how will you derive this formula? How did you get this formula? So you see, general form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now step number 1, we try to remove a. What will you do? You divide both sides by a. So this will be x squared, and this will be b by a x, and plus c by a. I is equal to 0 by a means 0. So step number 1, we have divided the general form of quadratic equation by a. Now we try to obtain in that method completing the square. Now you see, you transfer c by a from left to right, because we have to find the value of a. So x should be on the left side for convenience point of view. So x square plus b by a x is equal to minus c by a. Now we try to obtain this one in this form: a square plus 2ab plus b square. And this is the expansion of formula of a plus b whole square. Now you see x square plus 2ab. 2 into a means x. Now you see, what should be the b? What should be the second term? So that you will get this quantity dx by a. 2x को कितना से इंटू करेंगे कि इतना आना है. So it is very naturally, you see, b by 2a. 2 will be cancelled, so bx by a. So this is the second term. This is the important step. And plus b by 2a whole square. And this is extra. This term is not in this given general form. So we will subtract b by 2a whole square, or is equal to minus c by a. Now you see, you compare this x square, a square, 2ab, 2 into this, plus b square. This is written a plus b whole square. So you will write here x plus b means second term, 2a by whole square. And now these two, this you transfer from left to right. So b square by 4a square. Square करेंगे, this is whole square. This is whole square. So here will be b square by 4a square minus c by a. Now you see x plus b by 2a whole square. We find the LCM 4a square. This will be b square and this will be 4ac. So what is the value of x plus b by 2a? X plus b by 2a, you see. So x plus b by 2a is equal to, if you remove the bracket, it will be plus minus root. What is? Now you see. Plus minus b square minus 4ac. You transfer this side, b by 2a, you will get the value of x. And this will be b by 2a. So this will be minus b by 2a, transferring from left to right. And this will be ditto, same, b square minus 4ac. And x is equal to, you find the LCM 4a square. Now you see, minus b by 2a plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Upon 2a, sorry. Now you find the LCM 2a and you will get minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac. This is the derivation of quadratic formula. I re-explained. This is the general form. Now you remove a. What will you do? You divide both sides by a. You will get this one. Now you transfer c by a this side. Now you see these two terms. You have to obtain these two in complete square. A plus b whole square के लिए. तो इसका जो फॉर्मूला है a स्क्वायर प्लस 2ab प्लस b स्क्वायर, इस रूप में this is a square plus 2 into a, and now this term is a very important step. b by 2a, if you multiply to this term, you will get b by ax. So this is the b, second term, and plus b square. So you have b by 2a whole square. But this is additional, this is extra term, so you subtract. So that will be neutralized, equal bs minus b square by 2a, and this is minus c by a. Now you see, this is a square plus 2ab plus b square, a plus b whole square. And now you make it a square, b square by 4a square. And on transferring, minus will be plus, and this is already, we have transferred, minus c by a LCM. Now you remove the square, so this will be under root, plus minus b square minus 4ac. b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Because इसका जब स्क्वायर करेंगे तो इसका रूट नहीं आएगा, b square minus 4ac, that will be in the under root, and this is the square root of this will be 2a. You transfer this side, LCM 2a minus b plus minus root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This is the derivation. So for knowledge point of view, I have explained how will you derive the quadratic formula, or simply if I ask you, you solve this equation, ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, solve for x. What will be the value of x? Now question, this means we have to derive. So you should learn, this is the derivation of quadratic formula. You will try to, and you have to use this formula in solving the quadratic equation. Now you see the nature of the roots. What are the nature of roots? I have already explained you nature of roots. I have already explained you what is discrimination. General form ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the general form of quadratic equation where a, b and c are real numbers and a is not equal to 0. Now you see in the formula x is equal to minus b plus minus root b squared minus 4ac upon whole upon 2a. This is 2a upon the whole. Now you see this term b squared minus 4ac. If this is 0, what will be the value of x? Minus b by 2a. Plus 0, minus b by 2a. Minus 0, minus b by 2a. This means if b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, then what is the nature of the roots? Nature of the roots will be real and equal root. This is called nature of roots. Nature, do you understand what is the meaning of nature? So if the discriminant, this is called discriminant because it decides whether the equations have root or not. So first condition, nature, if b squared minus 4ac means d, if d is 0, the equation will be real and equal root. And second, if this is less than 0, first you see greater than 0, so this means the root will be there and these roots will be plus and minus both. So if b squared minus 4ac is equal to not is greater than 0, so nature will be real, but here distinct. Distinct means different roots. The value of x will be different. So, and third condition, suppose this discriminant becomes 0, less than 0, yani negative mean. So you know very well there is no square root of any negative numbers. So third is if b squared minus 4ac is less than 0, no real root. So these are called nature of the roots. So if you have to solve the equation, so better you find b squared minus 4ac, it will decide you whether the equations have root or not. If the discriminant is either 0 or greater than 0, this will nature of the roots will be real. But there is a difference between them. If 0, discriminant is 0, the roots will be equal. If the discriminant is greater than 0, the roots will be different, distinct roots. So my dear students, these are called nature of the roots. So two things I have explained today. First, I have explained derivation of quadratic formula. You should learn for knowledge point of view. I don't know why this question may be in the exam or not, but you should, if you try, if you prepare from all point of view, so you should learn. You should try to learn how will you get this formula. First, I have explained derivation, and second, nature of the roots. So these are the three conditions, and if d is 0, I have already explained. If d is 0, the root, the equations will be, the equations have real and equal roots. If d is greater than 0, roots will be real, but roots will be different. And if d is 0, less than 0, so there will be no real root because no square root of any negative number. So these are the two important points, and then you will try to learn the word problem. In word problem, you will try to form the equation I explain in a minute one question. Okay, how will you solve the problems of quadratic equation, one problem, practical problem. Now you see the sum of question number 4, the sum of reciprocals of Rahman's is 3 years ago and 5 years from now. So light Rahman's present age x years. So 3 years ago, this will be x minus 3, and 5 years hence, age will be x plus 5. Our question is the sum of their reciprocal. So reciprocal, you understand, 5 reciprocal is 1 by 5. If two numbers are such that if you multiply them, if you get the product 1, so each number is called reciprocal of each other. इसका reciprocal कितना हो जाएगा? 1 upon x minus 3 plus 1 upon x plus 5 is equal to given. The sum of their reciprocal is 1 by 3. So this will be the equation. Now it is not in the equation. It looks just like a linear equation, but if you find the LCM, you will find the LCM and you will simplify and you will try to get in this form, and then you can find the value of x by using quadratic formula or by factorization or by completing a square. So that problem you will try to solve, or if you find any difficulty, then you will contact me. I will try to solve. I will try to remove your doubts. So easy chapter for the equation. That's all for today, and you will complete and you will contact me to solve for the equation. Thank you.